Weddings can be a really romantic time, a great event for couples, but it can also sometimes be a lot to plan, a lot of details to go over. And we are going to talk about a special event today that might take some of that, some of the planning and details out of the equation for some couples on the most romantic day of the year, Valentine's Day. Here today we have Carol Allen. She is the executive assistant to Stacy Butterfield, the clerk of the circuit court. We also have Janey Stratton, the outreach specialist for Peace River Victim Services. And last but not least, Tracy Beebe, the family law manager for the Clerk of Courts. Well, ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, Carol, tell me a little bit about this group wedding that Stacy Butterfield's office has planned for Valentine's Day.
Okay, Stacy has planned to put on a ceremony, a traditional ceremony for the couples to tie the knot on Valentine's Day. She is waiving a $30 fee, for a ceremonial fee for the event, and it will be a traditional ceremony on the beautiful steps of the old courthouse, which is called the Polk County Historical Museum.
Okay, that sounds like it would be very picturesque.
Yes.
Sometimes when you think about just going down to the courthouse to get married, you're not thinking the historic courthouse, you're thinking,
Correct.
you know, some room in the back, but that sounds lovely. So when you say a traditional ceremony, what elements can these couples expect to have?
Well, the couples will actually process to the bridal march, and we're having special music by the Harrison School of the Arts singers. We'll have an introduction by Commissioner Todd Dantzler, chairman of the board, and we will have a poem read by the Honorable Judge Mary Catherine Green, and we will have roses and balloons, special music. It's going to be a wonderful time.
Okay, now are all of the couples get married at the same time?
Yes.
Correct? And how many are you expecting, or how many is there room for?
Right, we're taking up to 50 couples.
Okay.
And the couples have to be able to get their marriage license 3 days prior, which would be Tuesday, February 11th. And our own clerk, Stacy Butterfield, will be performing the ceremony.
Okay. Now, where can they get the certificates? Does it have to be here in Bartow?
Well, the license can be purchased at either of the 3 branches, like Lakeland branch, Winter Haven branch, and the Bartow branch.
Okay. And then, and so the normal fees apply for that?
The normal
right?
fees for the license apply. It's just the ceremony fee is waived for the mass wedding.
Okay. Do they get, is there a photographer? Will there be somebody there?
Yes, we have a photographer that's going to take event pictures, group pictures, and then at the reception afterwards, we have actually a photo booth where the couples and their guests can have individual pictures taken, and it's all free of charge.
Okay, so there's a reception too.
Yes,
that
there
sounds
is.
Great. Yeah, for anybody who's engaged maybe and not wanting to go through the whole hubbub of a huge wedding, this sounds like it would really save some time and maybe some money.
Well, the clerk's office enjoys engaging with our customers, and we help to provide excellent customer service, and by partnering with the local sponsors, we're able to put on this event. And it's going to be a wonderful reception with cake and punch, and like I said, the free photos, and all of their guests of all these couples. We're planning for that many to attend.
So Carol, the normal fee has been waived for the ceremony, but the charge still applies for the actual certificate, license. Correct?
Right.
Does Stacy perform many marriage ceremonies, or is it just February 14th?
Well, since Stacy was elected and took office in January last year, we married over 30 couples, but we went to all 3 branches to do that. It was a very exciting day. But as you know, the clerk's office issues all marriage licenses throughout Polk County, so we have a very important role in every marriage that takes place. We greatly value every marriage, and our office tries to make the experience of getting the license a positive experience and add to the joy of their day. But Stacy will be performing this group ceremony.
Okay.
It's one of its kind here.
And what time does it start?
It starts at noon.
Starts at noon, and then do you have an estimated time for the reception?
It will follow the ceremony after we take group pictures, and it's upstairs in the 1926 vintage courtroom. It's been a lovely place that's been restored, and it'll be very festive.
Okay, and I'm sure it'll be decorated and really pretty.
Thanks to our sponsors.
Okay. Do you have sponsors that you want to thank
Yes, I'd like
specifically?
to mention them. Citizens Bank and Trust, Polk County History Center, Publix, Walmart, Strawberry Patch, ACT Engineering Group, Tim and Susan Walker with the trees, the Cookie Jar, Amy's Cards Party and more, and especially the Harrison School of the Arts singers.
Now, do these couples need to register beforehand, or do they just show up, or how does that work?
No, they need to sign up for the group wedding when they come in to purchase their license. And like I say, we take the first 50. And then on the day of the ceremony, they will stop off by the courthouse, turn in their marriage license so that their certificates can be made. And they will be assigned a number, and that's how we go forward from there on how their order of their procession.
Okay, it sounds like a full day, but that's not all that's going on that day. Earlier, before the ceremony, right, we have another special event going on that that Tracy and Janey are going to tell me about, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So it's a flash mob.
It's a flash mob dance, yes. It's called 1 Billion Rising. It's a global activist movement worldwide where they're challenging 1 billion people to rise up to strike and dance against violence against women and children, specifically little girls.
Okay, so is the flash mob also going to be at the historic courthouse, or will it be at the regular courthouse?
I know it'll actually be in Fort Blunt Park. That's the big park with the fountain right between the historic courthouse and the new courthouse, right downtown Bartow. We'll be assembling at 9 a.m. and we've invited a lot of people from around the community, and we're publicizing it for anyone that wants to participate in this cause to come out, do the dance with us, and support this cause for violence against women and girls.
Okay, how can people who are interested in showing up get prepared? Is there a video to watch, or is there a training session to get
There
prepared?
is a video on the 1 Billion Rising website. You could actually YouTube 1 Billion Rising, and there are several training videos there. We could give you the website specifically for the dance, or they can come and do their own dance also. It's just a matter of dancing and standing against violence against women and girls.
Okay. Well, Janey, talk to me about the importance of the 1 Billion Rising campaign and also this day to raise awareness for this cause.
Well, it started really 16 years ago, and they called it V-Day. It was a women that were activists around the world, specifically Eve Ensler and other world activists, rising up against the violence, the atrocious violence that women experience every single day. Violence, domestic violence, battery, sexual violence, incest, human trafficking, slave trade, all of this they just thought was despicable, and they just were going around the world trying to fight it. And then last year was their 15th anniversary, and that's when they decided to challenge 1 billion people to rise up and to start striking and dancing and make their voice known in their communities. And we are excited to join hands with Stacey Butterfield and the Clerk of the Courts office and to make our stand, because I work for a domestic violence center, and we know how sad these stories are every single day that comes in and out of our offices and in and out of our shelters.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the Peace River victim services that we have available here in Polk County. Some people might not know anything about them.
Peace River Center of Victim Services has been in existence for several years. We actually have 2 domestic violence shelters. One's here in Polk County and one's in Highland County. We also have a rape and resource center in Lakeland for rape victims to be able to come to. We have crisis counselors, we have advocates. People can actually come and deal with all the trauma day in and day out that they have to go through. The shelters obviously provide sheltering for them. We help them find employment. We try to help them with skills that they may need to empower them. We can even relocate victims of domestic violence. So we're here to serve the victims in any way, whether they're sexual violence or domestic violence.
Yeah, that's really powerful. That's really great that we have those services available here in Polk County. The 1 Billion Rising event, is that, so it's national, right?
Worldwide.
Worldwide, wow.
And it will start around the world on February 14th in the morning, and it will go literally around the world. Last year we were part of 265 countries that were involved in it.
That's really
And you can get on their website, www.vday.com, and you can literally watch as the day progresses. People will post them on YouTube, and V-Day which is 1 Billion Rising, will post them on their website, and you can watch people around the world doing their own dances in their own ways.
Okay, so they're each one is a different dance. It's not the same dance the whole.
They actually have a dance that they challenge you to try to learn, but a lot of us are a little not quite as coordinated as others. So that's why I say, come and do your dance.
Right.
I mean, we want you just to do anything. If you want to do the electric slide, do the electric slide. That's actually what we did last year here because we had a short amount of time to do it. Some of us are learning the dance that they challenge you to do. There is a song called Break the Chain that's going to be used worldwide. That's one thing that we will have in common. We will all dance to the same song. It's a very powerful song. You just need to listen to the words and hear what it has to say.
Okay. Now, after the dance, will there be anybody speaking or more information that people can find?
Actually, we will have a speaker before the dance.
Okay.
A couple of speakers. Stacy Butterfield will speak, I will speak, and we will have a victim of domestic violence speak also. Kathy Haley is going to come and share her story as she became a victim of domestic violence from her husband who shot her several times, and she's alive to tell her story.
Wow, I bet that will be very powerful.
Yes, it will be.
Well, this it sounds like a full day for Valentine's Day, and the flash mob starts at 9. And what time did the ceremony
The wedding
start?
starts at noon.
At noon. Okay, so people can maybe hang out in the park or just go enjoy the surrounding areas and then participate in the weddings, group weddings. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today to tell us all about the most romantic day of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if you are if you're engaged, if you're thinking about becoming engaged pretty soon and are looking for a quick way to get married, you can get in touch with the Clerk of the Courts and sign up for the group wedding on February 14th. It's going to be taking place here in Bartow at the Polk History Center. That's the old courthouse. The normal ceremony fee has been waived, but the wedding certificate fees do apply. For more information on that or to sign up, you can go to polkcountyclerk.net or call 863-534-4516. Before the group wedding ceremony, also on Friday, February 14th, is the 1 Billion Rising flash mob. There's no charge, just show up and dance your heart out. If you want to find the video so that you can try to learn the dance that people will be participating in worldwide, you can just look that up on YouTube or 1billionrising.com. For more information, you can call 534-4350.